Picture this. You're standing at the edge of a cliff, heart racing, wind in your hair. Remember that feeling? That electric awareness that screams, "I'm alive." Now slide back to yesterday. What did you do? If it's a blur of emails and Netflix, you're not alone. Most of us are sleepwalking through our most precious resource, time. Here's a mind bender that might just shake you awake. Grab a calculator, take 80 years, that's average, subtract your current age and multiply by 52. That's your remaining weeks on Earth. No pressure, right? But wait, this isn't meant to freak you out. It's your wake-up call, your permission slip to stop waiting for someday. Because that number, it's not a countdown to the end. It's your invitation to begin. So, what's it going to be? Another day on autopilot? Or your first step toward truly living? The choice is yours. The time is now. What will you do with your weeks? Imagine sitting in a cozy armchair at 90, a lifetime of memories flowing through your mind. What stories would make you smile? What choices would make you proud? Now here's the magical part. You're still writing that story. Today, let's get real. Life's greatest tragedy isn't death. It's being alive without really living. Think about yesterday. Was it a day you'll remember or just another blur in the routine? No judgment. We've all been there. But let's change that. Try this. Grab a notebook and play detective in your own life. When was the last time you lost track of time because you were so absorbed in something you loved? When did you last feel that spark, that unmistakable feeling of this is what I'm here for? Maybe it's the rush of creating something with your hands, the peace of early morning hikes, the warmth of deep conversations that stretch into the night. These aren't just pleasant pastimes. They're clues to your most authentic life. Now for the bold part, write your own obituary. Sounds intense, right? But here's the thing. It's not about death. It's about getting crystal clear on what matters to you. Want to be remembered as the person who never stopped learning? The friend who always showed up? The adventurer who said yes to life? Great. Now you have your compass, your mission. Should you choose to accept it, start weaving these elements into your life. Not someday, not when everything's perfect. Now, because here's the truth, that 90-year-old version of you, they're watching, and they know something you might have forgotten. You have the power to make today count. So, what's one small step you could take right now toward the life that future you would celebrate? The clock is ticking, but that's not a threat. It's an invitation. Pause for a moment. Close your eyes. Fast forward to your final day on Earth. What's that whisper in your heart? That quiet, "I wish I had." That makes your chest tighten? Here's a surprising truth. Those uncomfortable pangs of regret, they're not your enemies. They're your personal GPS, recalibrating your route to a life well lived. Think of regrets like two different flavors of life lessons. First, there are the hot ones, those facepalm moments that make you cringe. The words that flew out in anger, the impulsive decisions that backfired. They sting, but like a summer sunburn, they typically fade. Then there are the cold ones, the silent dreams that went unchased, the letters never sent, the paths not taken. These are the quiet ghosts that whisper, "What if?" in the dead of night. They're trickier because they live in the land of possibility, in all those parallel lives we didn't choose. But here's where it gets interesting. What if every regret was actually a gift in disguise? A personal teacher pointing you toward your truest life. Imagine you've just been told you have 24 hours left. What immediately floods your mind? Those instant "oh no" moments are pure gold. They're your soul's way of showing you what really matters. Write them down, all of them. The silly ones, the serious ones, the ones that make you squirm. This isn't about wallowing, it's about mining for wisdom. Then pick one. Just one. The one that makes your heart beat a little faster. Now, what's one tiny step you could take today to address it? Maybe it's sending that text you've been avoiding. Maybe it's finally Googling, how to start a podcast. Maybe it's just admitting out loud what you really want. Remember, you can't change yesterday, but you can absolutely change tomorrow. And sometimes, the best way to honor a regret is to let it guide you toward your next brave move. Ever caught yourself feeling alive, truly, wildly alive? That magical state where your eyes sparkle, your mind hums, and everything feels possible. That's not just random luck. It's your natural state waiting to be unleashed. Think of your vitality like a campfire. Right now, it might be smoldering under a pile of modern life ashes. Endless scrolling that numbs rather than nurtures. Work that pays the bills but starves the soul. Relationships that drain rather than energize. No wonder you're feeling more meh than magnificent. But here's the exciting part. You can stoke that fire back to life. Right now, start with what's right in front of you. That morning coffee? Don't just gulp it, savor it. Feel the warmth, breathe in the aroma, let it be a moment of pure presence. That's not just drinking coffee, that's being alive. Then, find your flow. You know those moments when time disappears because you're so absorbed in something you love. Maybe it's painting, coding, cooking, or playing music. That's not just a hobby, it's your vitality speaking. Listen to it, feed it, let it grow. Move your body like you mean it. Forget formal exercise if that's not your thing. Dance in your kitchen. Take the stairs 2 at a time. Walk like you're late for the best meeting of your life. Movement isn't just about health. It's about remembering you're gloriously, magnificently alive. Here's the real secret. Vitality loves company. When was the last time you had a conversation that made you forget to check your phone? When did you last laugh until your cheeks hurt? These connections aren't just nice to have. They're oxygen for your inner fire and time. Think of it as your life's currency. Every minute spent in soul-sucking situations is a minute you could be investing in what makes you feel electric. Not next week, not when everything's perfect. Now. Because here's the truth. Your days are numbered, but they're not scripted. Each morning is a fresh chance to choose aliveness over autopilot. So, what's it going to be? Another day of shuffling through the motions, or your first step toward living full voltage? Your inner fire is waiting. All it needs is a spark.